Hey, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Quartz with AZ Tech Doctors, and I'm back with another video today. Today I'm currently at home. I'm in my home office today, but I wanted to go over the 17 Pro Max. I've been using this phone for about 2 months now, and I switched from my 12. I think I had a 12 Pro Max. It's one of those, 13 or 12 Pro Max, one of those. I don't think it is 12 Pro Max, but whatever. I had another phone that was like maybe 3 or 4 years older. And I wasn't planning on switching my phone until I switched from T-Mobile to AT&T. And I basically got this phone for free as long as I'm with them for 2 or 3 years, which I'm planning on being with them anyway. I was with T-Mobile for a while, but the bills wasn't adding up. It didn't make sense. So I've been using this 17 Pro Max for roughly 2 months now, and I must admit this phone is pretty nice. I love it. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to y'all more about the 17 Pro Max, the pros and cons. But there is a ton more pros to this phone than cons. I rarely have a lot of cons to this phone. So the first pro that I want to talk about with the 17 Pro Max is the battery life. Now, with me, I don't charge my phones overnight. And the reason why I don't charge my phones overnight is because it kills the battery for the lifespan of it. So, I normally just charge my phone during the daytime when I'm driving, or I charge it like an hour or two before I go to sleep. But I normally don't charge it overnight. But with this phone, with the battery life, this battery lasts for a good 2 to 3 days. Even when I'm using it all day, the battery still is not dead by the end of the day. I still have a good 30 to 40% left on this phone for battery life. And I use my phone a lot because I run the business. So I'm normally on my phone for a few hours during the day, like taking calls, doing my social media content and all that stuff. I'm always on this phone majority of the time. I do have another phone, which is my, I think this is a, let's see, I think it's the 16 Pro Max. So I do have my 15 Pro Max. I have my 15 Pro Max as well. I use this phone too. So, but the 17 Pro Max I use a lot. This is my main phone, and the battery life is amazing. It lasts. So, if you needing your phone to like record videos or run your business or anything like that, I will highly definitely recommend the 17 Pro Max just because of the battery life. It's amazing. The camera on here is very nice. I love the camera. I was actually driving, well, my girlfriend was driving the other day, and we was looking at some things, but I was zooming in on car license plates and stuff from far back, and the video was nice. I don't think I even saved the video, so can't really show y'all that, but I did take a picture of the dogs, which I am going to post in this video so y'all can see like how amazing this camera is on here. It does a really good job. I love the camera on here. It has 3 cameras on the back, plus the flash there. But one of them is for the ultra zoom. One of them is for like when you want to zoom out a little bit more. One is just a regular camera. But it definitely does the job. The photos come out amazing. I'm gonna post a couple photos on this video so I can show y'all how well the pictures are that's taken on this phone. I am very impressed with this phone. If I wasn't shooting my videos with my Osmo Pocket 3, I would definitely use this phone to shoot my videos just because the camera quality is very amazing. And the screen quality on this phone is amazing as well. So I would definitely recommend this phone just because of the camera quality. If you shoot content, you do content creations, or digital content creator, whatever the case may be, you will want to get this phone just for the camera. It will help out a lot. All right, so the third pro to this phone is the performance of it. This phone is definitely very fast. I could definitely see a difference from the phone that I had before then and the phone that I had now. Like I said, I do have 2 phones. So I traded in my older one, which is, I'm pretty sure it's the 12 Pro Max. And this phone is definitely fast. The apps open up pretty fast on here. I don't have no issues with the sluggishness or anything with this phone. I'm very impressed with how fast this phone is actually. So speed, everything is really good. If you want to edit videos on this phone, I'm pretty sure it can handle it. I wouldn't edit videos. I normally use my MacBook to do all my video editing. I just think that it's faster. But if you want to go and you need this phone to edit, it would definitely be able to handle you editing those photos or videos or whatever you're doing. This phone would do the job. The build quality of this phone is it's nice. I like it. It doesn't have that glass back like some of the older phones. It has a nice back to it. So if you drop it, it won't be cracking the back like the other phones where you had to crack the back. If the back cracked, you had to replace the whole back part and all that stuff. This doesn't, it's not like that. I love this color on this phone, this orange color. It looks really nice. The screen, definitely nice flush onto it. It is a really nice looking phone. I could tell you that for sure. It's very nice. USB-C charging port down there. So now I don't have to have two different chargers in a car. I could just use my USB-C for basically everything from my Osmo to my phones. Pretty sure I could charge up my MacBook with the USB-C charger if I needed to. But yeah, it's good. All right, so that's all my pros about this 17 Pro Max. Now I'm gonna go to the couple cons that I have about this phone. So this phone is a 256 gigabyte 17 Pro Max. The starting price for this phone right now goes for $1,199 if you was to buy this outright. If you was to buy this 17 Pro Max outright, 256 gigabyte, it's $1,199, so $1,200. If you was to go with the 512, you'll get it for $1,400. If you was to go with the 1 terabyte, about $1,600. If you was to do the 2 terabyte, you're looking at $2,000 for a phone. That's only gonna last you about maybe 2 to 3 years, depending on how you treat it. So my suggestion is, if you was to want to go buy a 17 Pro Max, go to your phone provider, and more than likely they will give you the phone for free. It's not for free, but it's like on a contract, so you have to be with them for a certain amount of time in order for the phone to be paid off. So if I was you, I would go that route. I wouldn't buy these phones outright, but not spend $2,000, even $1,200 on this phone. I would not do that. I would literally go to the phone provider and have them to do it, not stay with them for 2 to 3 years. Because normally I'm with the phone provider for that long anyway, probably longer. With T-Mobile, I was with them for almost 7 years. So that's one con to this phone, is the price. The other con that I see is this camera button right here. And I mean, you can switch what you want to use this button for, but on the right side of here, you have a button. If you press it, it brings up the camera, right? Press it again, it takes the photos. And you could swipe it up, zoom in, swipe it down, and zoom out. So you could swipe it and all that stuff to zoom in and out as well. So I'm not a big fan of this button because I rarely use it. And I don't think a lot of people use this button unless you're really trying to just like be like on some tricky stuff, sneaky stuff, and just want to just push a button and just start taking a lot of pictures, then you can. But I'm not too much of a big fan of the button. I don't see the point of the button. They probably could have had something different there for the use, but that's just my opinion. That's all I have to say about it. I mean, it's decent, but I wouldn't use it as much. I don't use it as much. I know this phone is supposed to have AI features. I don't use AI on this phone. I stick with my chat GPT for everything. That does my job, but I know that it does have some AI features. I don't think they really implemented it as much yet, but I know that they plan it on to. But I have been sticking with my chat GPT for all my AI stuff. So, the last con, it's really not a con, but it's an iPhone. It's basically an iPhone. If you have a 16 Pro Max, I would not upgrade to the 17 Pro Max because there's nothing really that different. Only way that I upgrade from a 16 Pro Max to a 17 Pro Max, if your battery is dying on your 16 Pro Max. If you starting to get like really bad battery life, then I'll probably switch, or just get the battery replaced on it. it will be cheaper, not might be, it will be cheaper. But if you're coming from a 16 Pro Max, I wouldn't upgrade if you have no issues with your 16 Pro Max. But if you have something older and you need to upgrade, like I had the 12 Pro Max or even the 15 Pro Max, I probably would have upgraded from the 15 to this one. But again, with me, I'm like, now if the phone isn't working the way I need it to work, I wouldn't be considering upgrading. The old me, the younger me, I always wanted the new iPhones, always. But now it's just it's an iPhone. That's all I have to say. But the things that's on this phone that really surprised me is the battery life. I wasn't expecting the battery life on this phone to be as great as it is, but it is very, very great. The speakers on here is very clear. It has very clear quality in the speakers. And the microphone, I haven't used the microphone on here as much, but if the speakers is really good, I'm pretty sure the microphone and the sound quality that's coming from out of it when I do the videos, when I record some things on this phone, it's really nice. So the Face ID on here works really well, like really well, but that's with most of the iPhones that they have. The Face ID it's usually never no issues with the Face ID. The repairability on this phone is easier than some of the other phones. Especially with just replacing like the frame or anything inside of it, it's a little bit easier for us repair guys to pop open the phone, fix whatever needs to be fixed, and get it back out. I know that a lot of issues been going on with, I think, the 17 and the 16s, where if you're using an aftermarket charger for these phones, it can damage your component on the motherboard. So if I was you, I'd make sure I use authentic chargers when charging up your phone, not the aftermarket, because the aftermarkets can damage your phone. Their repair can be kind of costly, over $150 for sure. So that's all I have for this review, the pros and cons of this phone. If you like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Like I said, this phone is a really nice phone, 17 Pro Max. I highly recommend it. Not a lot of cons to it. It is a lot of pros. So thank y'all for watching again. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Watch some of my other videos on this channel about the PS5s or the laptop take aparts, anything like that. Go ahead and watch those videos. Comment on those. If you want to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments below. Y'all have a good night.